Because when we look at this, the traditional chiropractic model is broken. And some of you may argue with this, and I know we're all passionate about chiropractic, and I am too. I get adjusted every week. I adjust my family. I get it. But the traditional chiropractic business model is broken because we're not reaching people. If you look at it, since 1895 to today, the chiropractic market is only built to $20 billion. If you look at three other industries, telemedicine, 143 billion, started in 1960. The SaaS model, 160 billion, started in 1960. The digital health model is 255 billion, started in 2010, 14 years ago. The question is, what do these three industries above chiropractic have in common? Well, let's see. So they're driven by technology, systemization, and automation. Sometimes taboo words to the chiropractic market, but you can't lie with numbers, guys. You can't lie with success. You can't lie that chiropractic is not growing at the rate it needs to be to reach the people and help the people at the rate that we need to help them at. Because when we look at these numbers again, chiropractic took 125 years to reach $20 billion global revenue. Telemedicine soared past chiropractors in 60 years. They reached 143 billion, expected to grow to $500 billion by 2030. Digital health took 10 years to reach 255 billion, expected to reach 655 billion by 2030. Add three zeros to the US chiropractic market to reach the SaaS market. It took SaaS 60 years to reach 160 billion. And this is all research. I didn't make these numbers up. If you look at all the resources underneath, this is what we're passionate about. We're looking at what other industries are doing and how we can leverage those to grow chiropractic. So let's look back at what we know. We know Americans are sicker than ever. We know that they need help. We know that the chiropractic industry has the results to produce substantial improvements on patients, and yet we haven't been able to serve them. And why can't we do that? If we keep going at the rate we're growing at now, it's going to take another 125 years to make an impact on Americans that need help now. So when we look at this, the single biggest thing crippling chiropractic in general is the type of care we give. Now let's stop. I'm not saying that the chiropractic adjustment is not the thing that we need to offer. The chiropractic adjustment is the central tool that's going to get people better. But when we look at it, we as DCs are so hands-on. I did this for years in my practice. We are literally the bottleneck, and it took me about a couple years to figure that out when I got into practice. But who's to blame? We went to practice. We went to chiropractic school to treat people. We like touching and adjusting people and getting them better. But it's not. We are the bottleneck when we rely on that. And it may be resonating with a lot of you right now that are still adjusting in your practice. If you can't work on your business and you're always working in it, then we're never going to get to the point to run your business, to reach more people, to make an impact on the profession. So, and then another statistic, 68% of chiropractors leaving college wish they knew how to build a business, wish they had the training to build a business. I know in chiropractic school, I had one class. I don't remember anything I learned. It wasn't teaching me how to grow my practice. When I got out, I had to immerse myself into all the things that we needed to know to build a business. And then we look at it, less than 1/4 of chiropractors will figure out how to expand their practice beyond their own hands. True statistic, straight from the books. So chiropractors are chronically underpaid. I think we already know this. Chiropractors have the lowest entry salary for physician specialties that require a graduate degree. The average chiropractor makes $36 an hour. If you put that into perspective, a subway streetcar operator makes $37 an hour. A power plant operator, distributor, and dispatchers make $49 an hour. An elevator mechanic makes more $49 an hour. A physical therapist, 46. Radiology technician, 46. Nurse practitioner, 58. Dentist, 76. General practitioners, 110. So when we look at this, we have to look at what are we putting our time in. I know we're passionate about helping people. I know that. Everyone on here is passionate about that. I know we're passionate about reaching more people. Are we doing that effectively? But can we really pay off our debt to income, or our debt that we acquired? They average $136,000 in debt and student debt, making $36 an hour. And I know some of you on here maybe make more than $36 an hour. I get it. I understand that. But that's the average chiropractor and what they make. So when we look at this, especially considering 7 out of 10 chiropractic offices go out of business within 10 years, that statistic alone is not going to be able to grow the chiropractic industry. That is going to fail chiropractic every single time. So if we look around and how many people are on this call, 7 out of 10 people will not make it past 10 years. And if you do make it past 10 years, you're not thriving. There's a difference between surviving and thriving. At Blueprint to Practice Automation, our doctors thrive, and that's what our goal is.